So, you've watched all those challengers pulling off their 6 cam clears by 3 minutes 15. It was simple, fluid, and they barely looked up from the sandwich they were eating. And you thought, I can do that, here's my ticket to early map pressure and accolades of Jungle Gap. Raining down. And so you stroll into practice mode, cracking your knuckles, and proceed to spend the next few weeks of your life failing to get within 30 seconds of the ideal clear time. You burned out, now hate your favourite champion, and went off to play support for the freelo. Maybe you possess a modicum of talent, or even the ability to, start to understand something you watched over and over and over again, and replicate it, but for some reason you just can't shave off those last few seconds. Well, my friends, you are in luck, because there is a trump card in the budding jungle practitioner's arsenal. It's called the side-by-side replay, and I am here to show you how to do it in the budget, poorly thought out and presented style that defines this channel. And here's what the final thing's going to look like. I did warn you it's not pretty, but I've only just started using this system, and I'm in the process of refining it still. But essentially you get a side-by-side comparison of your clear versus a pro in super slow motion. To do this, first of all, you need to be able to record your screen. I use a software called Microsoft Expression Encoder 4 because it is free and simple enough that I can understand how to use it. There's not a doubt in my mind that there aren't better softwares to use, but this is the one that I use. So now that we've got our capture software, we're going to go find the pro whose clear we're going to copy. Look around on YouTube for the examples of the clear that you want to do. I've recently started playing Nidalee, and so this video is going to be using her as an example. And this is the fastest 6 camp from blue side start that I've been able to find. So now we found our video, we open up Expression Encoder. A small box will appear, it'll be empty for you, but I've got a few jobs on mine, so those are what's listed there. The microphone icon on the left is by default off. If you want to record sound, then that's what you press that and you start recording sound. In order to start recording your screen, you click that red circle on the right. It gives you this little red box which you can adjust to fit the size of the thing the image you're trying to capture. You can do a select part of the screen like this shown here, or you can do the whole screen. You set the video playing on YouTube, press that little red circle thing again, and off you go. You're just recording. Stop it when you're done. Now you'll have a file on this little box list. You can press the play button to watch it back immediately, or you can send it to Encoder, that button on the bottom right, which allows you to save it in proper video format. So let's send to Encoder. There's our video. That purple bar represents the length of it, and we can chop off bits that we don't really want. You select the frame that you want by clicking on the purple bar or letting it play and then pausing it until you're at the frame. Then you click on that little split the tape icon to the bottom right, and that will kind of make a section in your video. You can then right click and click remove to get rid of the section that you don't want. Once you're happy with it, press encode and it will start saving or encoding your video in, I think the default format is WMV, which is perfectly fine for most purposes. When it's finished, go into the expression folder. There'll be a folder inside called output. In there will be a folder with your file. It'll have like the date and time that you made it, so that's how you can recognize which one it is. And there you have it, your video is recorded. You don't actually have to make the video of the Pro Clear, but if you do it like this, then you can make it larger basically and see more detail rather than just having the small YouTube video up on part of your screen. And the devil can be in the details sometimes. So now it's time to record your clear. We go back to the encoder, press the little circle, set things up. I would recommend setting the encoding region to your entire screen. We load up League of Legends, go to the practice tool, set the side you want to be on, select your character, select your runes. If you're going to be spam practicing and using the reset button inside the practice tool, make sure you aren't taking runes that are activated by time or otherwise you wouldn't have, as they will start to artificially change your stats, even when you reset. Good job, Riot! And I'm going to take this opportunity to express how much I hate the fact that the clock doesn't reset. Anyway, buy your items, teleport to the place you want to start, click the fast forward 30 seconds button twice, and wait for the time. When you're done, click stop recording, and you've now got your video file on the list. Let's get the videos side by side. So we open up our original file with the Pro Clear. and readjust the size so that it takes up half of the screen. Then we open our clear from the capture list. We don't need to encode it, and put it next to it. You then set your screen recording, click play on your clear, and give it a bit of lead-in time. So you're waiting for it to hit the exact second that your Pro's clear starts, and then you click play on the Pro's clear, and they should be running simultaneously together. When you're done, send the file to the encoder. Remove the superfluous beginning and end sections to make it nice and concise, and then encode the file. Just FYI, if you wanted to, say, embed a video within your existing video, let's say you've got your clear as the big screen and you want like the Pro Clear in a little window in the corner of the video, you could go to this Enhance tab on the right there, and at the bottom there's a little button that says Add Overlay, and you can then select the file that just embeds in, and you can like position it wherever you want. I find that for side-by-side clears, the little video is just not big enough for you to see the details, so I do it like this with the big, the equal size side-by-side. But that is an option. Finally, the piece de resistance is to put the video into slow-mo, so you can see step by step, move by move, what's going on. To do this, I use Windows Movie Maker. I'm sure you could do it in Expression Encoder 4. This is again just the way I'm used to doing things. You split the video at the point you want the slow-mo to start, and then change the speed to the lowest setting so it goes as slow as possible, and then save the file. And there you have it. You've got your side-by-side replay. Just open up the video and set it going and watch it. Doing things this way is obviously a bit cumbersome. I am sure there are much more streamlined and better ways of doing this. But once you've got things set up, like with your Pro video, it really is just a case of setting your video side by side and encoding it, and then then you've got it. I would do this every now and then with your clear, or you record a session of clearing, and then you can select your best runs and compare that to the Pros and see where the differences lie. And I found doing this has really started to help me pinpoint where I'm going wrong. I will mention that the example video here is not completely properly time matched, as you'll see his gromp spawns like half a second before mine does. So I left that in just to show you to be careful of that. And getting that time match is probably one of the most difficult parts of this whole process. But here I'm trying to learn Nidalee's clear camp by camp. I'm starting with this blue buff, and I noticed from this that so I'm following what I understand to be the attack sequence. So it's like, throw the Q, then auto, then transform, then Q, that kind of thing. And I'm following that process correctly. But I was finding that I was still like 4 seconds slow on where the guy was. And it's only through looking at this side-by-side comparison that I realized that I wasn't transforming, I wasn't pressing R soon enough, which then delayed all the rest of all the moves in the sequence. And again, like with the Q in human form, I was auto-attacking, and then the Q has got to be snappy right after the auto, in order that you then get the cooldown going, so that ultimately at the end of the sequence, the spear Q is ready for when blue dies and you want to start gromp. So something I knew but hadn't really appreciated is that how every single input has to be on point for these sort of clears. Maybe this is just too much effort and not even actually necessary for you talented girls and guys out there, but I figure it's helping me, and who knows, it could be useful to others too. I appreciate this was a bit crappy, and if I refine the system sufficiently, then I'll probably make another video. But in the meantime, I would encourage other more professional content creators to give this a go and create a better video for the jungler masses. So with that, I'll bid you happy clearing and catch you on the next one. Take care.